So today we're looking at the Prime Connect clip-on microphone. Now, believe it or not, earlier in the channel, I actually reviewed this, but I wanted to come back to it because it's the holiday season is coming up soon. And I know there's a lot of people that are trying to start their own podcast. There are a lot of people that do vlogs and other things, and they're not sure what is a decent microphone to use. So I wanted to revisit this. Of course, this time we're going to go ahead and use the dongle for phones that don't have the USB headphone jack, and we're going to see how it sounds in real time together. So with that being said, let's go ahead and deep dive into this product. So after fiddling with this for a few minutes, I finally got it open. Let's get this review started. So plug and play, very simple. For you guys out there that don't have the splitter cable, it's basically a cable that has voice and the microphone on it. No, the microphone and the headphone jack for PC users. But if you're using this for tablets, I can't say, I know Android tablets will work fine with this. I can't speak on other products outside of that. This is a pain to really open. You know what, it's fine. I won't need the box anymore. I'm just gonna rip this open so we can do the review. And I also wanted to say that I'm a little all over the place. I actually got this for $3. Now, normally this microphone is more than that, but I'm guessing that Five Below probably just has a supply of them. They're looking to just get rid of them for new products. And here we are, very simplistic design. So right here, there are no physical buttons whatsoever on this product. You just have the headphone jack, 3.5. You have the microphone, which is pretty small. You can clip this onto your shirt, which I'm going to show you guys, placement and sound placement, so you can see how it's going to sound. And that's it. It's just plug and play. Very simple to use. If you're worried about the volume going up and down, remember you control that through whatever device it is that you're using. Unfortunately, there's no way to adjust tremble and things like that unless you're using some type of application to do it manually. But again, this is a $3 product. It's very cheap. Let's see how it sounds. I'm going to cut away. I'm going to clip it up to the phone, and I'm going to do a recording for you guys. Well, actually, we're going to do a couple recordings. We're going to do one recording for you where it's going to be me just talking directly into it like regular, where you can see me. I'm going to do another one through a voice recording so you can see how the difference it sounds, whether you're recording out loud with the camera or if you're recording internally with the phone, which there is a difference in audio in those, believe it or not. Anyway, I wasted enough time. Let's get into it. All right, so right here, I actually, as soon as I plugged this up, it said that the audio is being recorded through the microphone. I'm using a Samsung device with Android devices. As long as you clip this somewhere, it's going to let you know automatically if it's connected. So this is how it looks. Very simple. I have it pretty low. This is how it's going to sound if you keep it about, I would say, I think this is about 6 inches or so away from the mouth, maybe a little bit less. This is how it's going to sound. This is test one. We're going to go ahead and put the microphone closer to the mouth so you can hear that next. So this right here is test 2. So every single time that I press record on a Samsung device, it'll let me know that it's recording through the headset itself, which is this right here. This is how the headset is going to sound if it's closer toward the mouth. You already saw how it sounded when it was further down. This is how it's going to sound closer to the lips. So you'll be aware of the fact that if you adjust it, obviously, sound's going to be a little bit different based on product placement. So if you put it over here, it's going to sound different. If you put it close to the mouth, it's going to sound different. If you put it right here, it's going to sound a little bit different. The voice is going to carry differently depending on wherever you place the microphone. So what I would say is do a couple test recordings to make sure that you yourself find the best placement for you, especially if you're doing podcasting and things like that, because you don't want to record an entire episode and then all of a sudden it sounds awful. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see how it records through the actual recording application, which more so phone calls would sound, but realistically, you're not going to use this for phone calls, but for formality reasons, let's do the recording anyway. So right now, I'm recording through the actual voice application. For those that are wondering what I'm using, just any old voice recorder. I think Samsung comes with one automatically. I could be wrong about that, but worst case, you just go to the App Store, you download it, and you're good to go. So this is how it's going to sound if you're doing recordings such as like phone calls or like, you know, recording audio. Is different. It differs on the circumstances. So let's say you have a microphone hooked up to a PC and you're recording. That is going to sound different than if you're on a Zoom call on a conversation. Remember, internet connection, there's a lot of factors into why sound can sound good or sound bad. What I would suggest is going on YouTube and looking up not applications, but looking up people on YouTube that can basically tell you the difference between these things. You know, actual sound professionals. I am a regular tech guy, and I just do this for fun, so I can't exactly specify everything. But for those that want to deep dive into it, that's what you should do. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. So to put this in perspective, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me go ahead and put the box over here for those that need to see this again. Like I said, I got this for $3 recently. We're talking, if today is the 20th, I purchased this about the 18th, I believe it was. And again, I got it for $3. A lot of times it's in the 50%. Some things you can find is in the 50% section. I think every Five Below has one, but this one was on the wall with other microphones. And what I can honestly say that after hearing it, I don't think this is a bad microphone. I think it actually performs very, very well. Now, obviously, if you're in the street recording people, or it might pick up noise in the background and things like that, it doesn't exactly do the best job of necessarily deadening noise around you. But that's the whole point of good editing software that can handle that for you, if you're, you know, professional enough or willing to learn it. But some people don't want to, and they just want something that works. And for the price tag, I can't say that. I'm sorry, this piece doesn't actually come with it. But for you guys that use C cables, you have the option to plug this into the bottom, so you can still charge it on the side and have a regular headphones in. You also make them for Apple. Also, Five Below product, already reviewed it. But just so you know, this is what I had to use. Unfortunately, I don't have any more tablets or anything. Normally, I have a device to use when I do these reviews, which I'll probably start using my wife's S21 when I do that. But moving forward, I'm just waiting for some new phones to come out. That's the reason why. But I do think it's worth the price. It's not a bad product, very cheap, very affordable. Most people think you have to spend tons of money. You don't have to. Sometimes it's good to just watch reviews, figure out what sounds good, look at them in real time, and then decide how you want to go about spending your money. Anyway, like always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.